Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavati Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 1, Text 51. Agnehe Yatha Daru Viyoga Yogayoho Agner Yatha Daru Viyoga Yogayo Adrishtataha Anyat Na Nimittam Asti Adrishtatonyam Na Nimittam Asti Evam Hi Jantoho Api Durvibhavyah Evam hi jantorapi durvibhavyah Sharira Samyoga Viyoga Hetuhu Sharira Samyoga Viyoga Hetuhu Agneryatha Daru Viyoga Yogayo Adrishtatonyanna Nimittamasti Evam hi jantor api durvibhavyah Sharira Samyoga Viyoga Hetuhu Agneryatha Daru Viyoga Yogayo Adrishtatonya nimittamasti Evam hi jantorapi durvibhavyah Sharira samyoga viyoga hetuhu. Agnehe of a fire in the forest. Yatha as Daru of wood. Viyo, Viyoga yogayo of both the escaping and the capturing. Adrishtataha than unseen providence. Anyat some other reason or accident. Na not. Nimittam a cause. Asti there is. Evam in this way. He certainly. Jantoho of the living being. Api indeed. Durvibhavyaha cannot be found out. Sharira of the body. Samyoga of the accepting. Viyoga, or of the giving up. Hetuhu, the cause. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Vaishnava Arvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. When a fire, for some unseen reason, leaps over one piece of wood and sets fire to the next, the reason is destiny. Similarly, when a living being accepts one kind of body and leaves aside another, there is no other reason than unseen destiny. Please repeat the translation. When a fire, for some unseen reason, leaps over one piece of wood and sets fire to the next, the reason is destiny. Similarly, when a living being accepts one kind of body and leaves aside another, there is no other reason than unseen destiny. Purport. When there is a fire in a village, the fire sometimes jumps over one house and burns another. Similarly, when there is a forest fire, the fire sometimes jumps over one tree and catches another. Why this happens, no one can say. One may set forth some imaginary reason why the nearest tree or house did not catch fire, whereas a tree or house in a distant place did. But actually, the reason is destiny. This reason also applies to the transmigration of the soul, by which a prime minister in one life may become a dog in the next. The work of unseen destiny cannot be ascertained by practical, experimental knowledge, and therefore one must be satisfied by reasoning that everything is done by supreme providence. Thus ends the Bhaktivinoda purport and translation to Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text 51 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanishalakhya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Agne yatha daru viyoga yogayoho. Agnehe, when fire, Agnehe yatha, when fire, Dharu, yogayo, when fire catches a piece of wood, it burns it. Viyoga, sometimes it leaps over another piece of wood. Adrishtataha anyan. Now there could be anyan, there could be reasons why the fire jumped from one wood to the other wood. Many people may come up with many reasonings, but actually adrishtataha, it is actually destined to catch fire. Unseen, adrishtataha means unseen. That means refers to providence or destiny. Na nimittam asti. So adrishtataha na nimittam asti. That means other than the unseen destiny, na nimittam asti, there is no other cause. Evam hi janto. Similarly, uh, as far as the living being or the living entity is concerned, janto, here the living entity is referred as janto. Janto means actually, jantu means animal. Because whether you're a human or a non-human, the activities of eating, sleeping, sex, life, and defense is the same, which is the animal's routine activities and even the human's routine activities. Therefore, everybody is designated as Janto. Even in the demigod society, the same thing continues. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maituna. So, right from an ant to a demigod, the activities are same. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maituna. One will be surprised to note this. So, Bhagavatam is referring every living entity as Janto here. Even in the Brahma Samhita, it is described Indra to Indra Gopa. The smallest creature in the creation is Indra, and the most powerful creature in this universe, well known, highest creature in the universe, called Indra. He is also called Indra. The king of heaven is Indra, the smallest creature, which is actually an insect. It's called Indragopa. So both are Indras. Whatever it may be, the activities are same. So evam hi janto. Here, the comparison given is just like fire is leaping from one piece of wood to another piece, and why we can't say other than unseen destiny. Similarly, the living entity, uh, Sharira Samyoga, accepts one kind of body. Sharira Samyoga. Samyoga means to accept. Viyoga means to give up and accept another body. So the living entity also is accepting one body, Sharira Samyoga, and Sharira Viyoga, and gives up that body to go on to accept another body. Now, Hetuhu, the cause of this is Durvibhavyaha, cannot be ascertained. It's very difficult to find out. Hetuhu Durvibhavyaha, very difficult to ascertain. Other than the cause being unseen destiny, adrishtataha. So Prabhupada, Prabhupada begins the purport with a very practical example in our experience. That is why these purports of Prabhupada are very important, of the Acharyas are very important. Either purport or commentary. Prabhupada has given us purports because these purports give us a practical explanation of the verses being spoken in the Vedic literatures, which are generally sometimes difficult to understand. So the purports will make it more easier to understand. And Prabhupada gives very practical examples and experiences which we all are familiar with, so that we can understand the concept or the instruction very easily and try to apply it in our life. So in this purport, Prabhupada begins by saying, just like there is a fire in a village, it's very common. Even in cities, there is fire breakout. That's why they regularly do this mock drill. Sometimes from the fire station, they come and do a mock drill. If fire happens, what one should do? How should one escape from the fire in a building? So when there is a fire in a village, one hut may catch fire, and then this fire may jump to another hut or house. Interestingly, Prabhupada explains in the purport, sometimes, so if the huts or the houses are all lined up together, interestingly, hut number 1 may catch fire. Logically, if at all the fire has to spread, it has to go to hut number 2. It will not go. It may go to hut number 10 suddenly. How did it go? Why did it go to 10? How did it jump? And the second house is very safe. Hut number 2 is very safe. Hut number 1 and 10 has caught fire. So it's very strange. We have seen this in our practical experience. Same thing happens in a forest. So many trees are densely populated, thickly populated trees in the forest. So at some part, it may catch fire. And how the fire began, also, there is no reason. Nobody is going and lighting fire. But still, there is fire break out. Even in a forest. At least in a home, you can say gas leakage. Therefore, fire broke out. All these things. But in a forest or in a village, what is the reason? So there may be fire in one part of the forest and one tree may catch fire. And interestingly, the next tree may or may not catch fire. It may jump much far away and again catch fire after a certain distance. So what logic can you provide? But Prabhupada is therefore saying here, one may try to reason out. See, the work of unseen destiny cannot be ascertained by practical experimental knowledge. Very interesting. So we try to do investigation. Many times the police comes, CBI comes, immediately they'll do investigation. How it happened, why it happened. But the work of unseen destiny cannot be ascertained by practical experimental knowledge. Practical experimental knowledge. So even if you investigate, you will not find out the cause. Because adrishtataha, it is the work of unseen destiny. Whoever deserves what, they're awarded that. By the perfect judgment of destiny, which is actually the will of providence, which is actually the will of God. So it is not impersonal. Destiny or providence is not impersonal. It's very personal. Every decision, because when you say unseen, that means is it happening by chance or is it whimsical? Like sometimes people always say, why floods are happening, tsunami is happening, somebody is rich, somebody is poor. I am good, still nothing good is happening to me. He is bad, but everything good is happening to him or her. Looks like things are whimsical without any basis. Whimsical means without any basis, without any proper reasoning. But actually it is not true. It is very personal. We will shortly try to see that how it is personal. Every decision and judgment which is awarded to a living entity is very perfectly analyzed and then awarded. Just like a judge in a court very minutely analyzes the case. Although the lawyers may argue this way, that way, that way, this way, there's a judge. He very sharply analyzes the laws and then gives out his judgment, not whimsically that somebody is hanged and on the same day, case 1, case 2, case 3, some X number of cases in a day. The first case he dealt, he has awarded a capital punishment to somebody or a death sentence to somebody. And the immediate next case, judge may award a big compensation. So it is not whimsical. A lot of reasoning is there, analysis is there. Of course, we are able to see the judge, therefore we are able to appreciate. But, so one may say, Prabhu, but destiny we are not seeing, no. Providence we are not seeing, no. So how do I believe? So we will understand that very shortly. Actually, we are blind. We are seeing providence every moment. We will understand that shortly. So how the laws of nature are working perfectly is explained in many places in the scriptures. For example, in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna declares, Maya adhyakshena prakriti suyate sa chara acharam. Krishna is using the word Maya adhyakshaha. This is called personal pronoun. In grammar, there is what is called as personal pronoun. That means first person, second person, third person, right? It's very interesting. If you analyze from the grammatical viewpoint also Bhagavad Gita, you will get a lot of insights. So Maya Adhyaksha, everywhere Krishna is the word Maya, me. May means me, Maya means by me. See, me means in Sanskrit me. Maya means by me. That means Krishna is saying Maya Adhyaksha, by my superintendents. That means by my direction. So Maya Adhyakshena Prakritihi Suyate. This material nature is working perfectly under my direction. And Suyate sa chara achara, conducting all the affairs in this world and controlling everything in this material world. Because there are two things in this world. Some things are moving, some things are not moving. So everything is being controlled perfectly by the material nature under the perfect and able direction of the Supreme Lord personally. So material nature is one of the Lord's agents to carry out the Lord's will. The Lord may not do anything personally. He may do, he may opt not to do. That is his personal choice. So he generally uses his agents to manage this world and the affairs in this world. Prabhupada always gave this example, just like a chairman of a big company. He may have many assistants and many hands to do his work. He may have thousands of employees, managers, directors to do his work. He may not do anything personally, but by his decision and direction and planning, others are executing his plan and his will. Who? The chairman's will and plan. When an ordinary chairman of one company in this world can have so many agents, meaning assistants, and he can accomplish everything without doing anything, sitting only in his chamber. So similarly, Lord Brahma says, Goloka eva nivasati. The Lord, although sitting in Goloka, still has perfect control of everything going on, even in the material universe and in all the universes. So it is not that it is out of control. Just like sometimes one religious sect, they sometimes put forth this argument. Either God is very merciful, but not all merciful, but not all powerful. The other way around, they say, or he is all powerful, but not all merciful. Some kind of understanding some people have. That means what? God is all merciful. He has all the concern and love for us. But what to do? He is powerless. So therefore I am suffering. Sometimes we say, no, good people are suffering. God is also feeling compassion and pity. Oh my God, my children, they're suffering. I should do something. What to do? God is not powerful. So he is all merciful, but not all powerful. Or the other way around, they will say, he is all powerful, but not all merciful. Therefore, we see he is merciless. You see? Such a nice person, how much suffering? Why is he allowing this? He is not at all merciful. This is a misunderstanding of the Lord's nature. So God is all powerful and all merciful is the fact. Is the Vedic understanding. And it is also a fact. Because in man-made law, there can be a defect, there can be imperfection in the analysis, in the judgment. Because essentially a human being, a normal human being has 4 defects. He is imperfect, his senses are also not all perfect, He commits mistakes. He is under illusion and also has misleading or lying tendency. So, therefore, being natural, these four defects being natural for a human being, he cannot pronounce perfect judgment. In his judgment, always there will be some imperfection. But in God made laws, there cannot be any imperfection or mistake or leniency or partiality. No possibility. God is all perfect. Therefore, all his laws are all perfect. God's laws are all perfect because it is enacted by the perfect Lord, not imperfect human being. Further, Parasa Shakti Vividaiva Shruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Balakriyacha. The Lord has got many, many Shaktis or energies spread across the creation, not universe, across the creation. Millions of universes, both material and spiritual, even the Vaikuntha planets. He has his energies spread over. Parasa Shakti, Vividhaiva Shruyate, and varieties of energies. Vividhaiva, varieties of energies, but all working for the cause of the single Supreme Lord. See? Parasa Shakti Vividaiva Shruyate. Everybody is under the uh, control of the Lord. They don't disobey. Powerful energies. And further, Swabhaviki, they act perfectly and instantly and immediately and automatically. Hmm? There's no delay. Just like sometimes we see if some burglary happens, after it is over, immediately the police will land. Murder is happening. Murder is over, immediately the police will land. Maybe some cause of delay might be there. Maybe they're stuck in traffic, whatever. But in the case of the law, God's agents, no possibility. Swabhaviki, instantly, immediately, and as though automatically. Just like a clock ticking, tick, 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 tick. It is ticking, right? Is anybody monitoring? Okay, go to the next second, go to the next second, 28 now, go to 29, 30th minute. Automatically it is moving. So everything is set in motion so perfectly that everything happens as per the will and plan of the Lord in all the worlds. So all the energies, powerful energies of the Lord, work in unison with the common cause of the Lord to execute the will of the Lord. Swabhaviki. And Jnana Bala Kriyacha is another interesting thing. Somebody may say, the Lord is in Goloka. How does he know what's happening here? So Jnana. The Lord has got his Jnana Shakti everywhere spread. Jnana personality. Knowledge personality. Just like the CCTV image, it is taking picture, right? Jnana. It is taking picture and then you can take a printout. See, this is the proof. Sometimes we break the traffic law. When you go for renewal of your RC, then they'll say, sir, so much fine is there. What is the proof? They'll take a printout. In this particular circle, the CCTV is captured. In that particular circle, the CCTV is captured. They will give you with printout, right? So we have made such nice systems to track the movement of vehicles. So how much the Lord will have a system. So Jnana Shakti has got his knowledge, Shakti, present everywhere. Not that he is in ignorance sitting in Goloka. He does not know what is happening. Sometimes the chairman is there and then he's saying, oh, I didn't know this happened. Or this is happening in my company. And sometimes they will declare bankruptcy. Oh, my partner has usurped, has diverted all the funds. Sometimes we hear all these things, right? I'm unaware. But that's not the case with the Lord. He is in full cognizance, full knowledge of every single thing happening in his creation. Jnana, Bala. And he has all the force to enforce, Shakti to enforce what he wants. All powerful. Hmm? Not that he doesn't have power. Bala Shakti. He has all the force and control. Nobody can supersede, can disobey the Lord's instruction and the Lord's will. No possibility. No powerful agency, no devata can think of disobeying the Lord. Bala is the most powerful. Then Kriya means he knows ways and means. Unlimited ways the Lord has got to execute his will, not just one way. Like you may have one plan or another plan, but the Lord has got unlimited ways of executing his will. Sometimes we plan, but it doesn't work. It fails. I want to construct a house, may not happen. I want to start one business, it may not happen. Or it may start, it may fail. It may go under loss. But the Lord has unlimited ways to execute his will and purpose. Then, Parasya Shakti Vivida Vishnuvite. Then another reference, how the Lord's laws are working perfectly. Parasya Brahmana Shaktir Tatedam Akilam Jagat. This is another reference again from the from the scriptures, from the Vedas. Parasya Brahmana Shaktir. Again, he is saying Parasya Brahmana Shakti. Tatedam Akilam Jagat. The Lord's energies and Shaktis are spread everywhere. See how many cross references are there to say Lord's energies are present everywhere to execute his will. So therefore, the Lord's energies are factual because they're present everywhere and is manifesting the Lord's will every moment. Every moment. Now, somebody may say, may ask a practical question. What is the proof? Sakshi in Sanskrit. What is the proof that so and so person did so and so? Therefore, he is given this judgment. He has to suffer or he has to enjoy. What is the proof? Why is it that this house caught fire and not the next house and 10th house caught fire? What is the proof? Lot of proofs are there, but there is no much time. We will discuss very little. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna again directly says in the 9th chapter, the very famous verse. It's good to memorize this verse. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Sharanam Suhrut. Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam. In this verse, two particular words of our concern in today's discussion is Krishna says, Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi. The Lord is the Prabhu, the Supreme Master, Sakshi. Krishna is saying, I am the personal witness of everything. Sakshi. And another point word Krishna has used here, Nidhanam. I am the basis of everything in this world, everything that is happening in this world, particular to this world. Nidhanam. I am the basis of everything, all things happening in this world. So that's why Prabhupada says here, destiny, the reason applies also to transmigration of the soul, by which a prime minister in one life may become a dog in the next. You see, somebody is a prime minister, but he is expected to elevate further. From ordinary citizen, he has elevated to become a prime minister. That means from prime minister, he should become a devata next, actually. But we see he becomes a dog. Why? So, because the Lord bears witness of his deeds. If his deeds does not match an elevated birth, rather his acts are very degrading, then he has to get the body of a dog. Then Nidhanam, the Lord being the basis of everything, awards him, you better enter the body of a dog. In fact, it is said, if you refer astrologers, there are thousands of examples we can give in this regard. One of the former prime ministers has become a dog in the Scandinavian region in Sweden. And that because that owner has two dogs. The second dog is this past prime minister. I don't want to quote names and the astrologer name, but then, so this is a well established fact. Okay, so the Lord himself, the personal Sakshi. Other than that, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, when Jamadutas are speaking to Vishnudutas in the story of Ajamila, trying to make their case to Vishnudutas, saying that this Ajamil had become sinful and indulged in all kinds of sinful activities. Therefore, we will take this Ajamila to Yamalok for further punishment and reformation. In that regard, they're putting forth lot of proofs. It is not that we are simply arresting Ajamila and taking to Yamalok. There are many proofs. And then they make this statement, very nice statement. Suryo Agnihi Kammaru Devaha Soma Sandhyahani Dishaha Kamku Swayam Dharma iti Hiete Daihyasya Sakshinaha. Sakshinaha. What are the Sakshis? About 11 Sakshis they are presenting. Suryaha, the sun is a Sakshi. Constantly he is seeing us. Suryaha. Agnihi, the fire is Sakshi. You may think, Prabhu, fire is in the kitchen. There's a wall separating. We are very unintelligent living entities. Agni is not just the fire which is lit in the stove. The personality of Agni, personality behind all these things. They are monitoring us 24/7. Suryaha Agnihi. Come means sky. The entire sky, always we are under the roof of the sky. The sky is watching. There's a personality governing the sky. So he is watching. Air. Vayuhu Marut. There are 49 kinds of air gods. 49 types of winds are there. They're all watching us. Then Marud. Then Devaha. The Devatas are watching. 33 crore Devatas are there. How many Sakshi you want? 33 crore are the Devaha. Somaha, moon is there. Then Sandhya, Sayankala. Sandhya Kala, evening. Ahani. Okay, Sandhya Kala, okay, I'll get caught. Day I will do. Oh, no, Ahani. Ahani means day or night. It includes both. So night also, day also. So that means there's a personality governing day. There's a personality governing night. There's a personality governing the Sandhyas in between the day and night. They're also observing Dishaha. All the 10 directions are also watching. Then come space. Directions come. Then Kuhu, water. Then Swayam Dharma, the super soul or Paramatma also. In every atom and in every heart of every living being. Andhantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastam. The Brahma Samhita, this is quoted by Lord Brahma. Andhantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastam. Lord is present in every atom. Same thing Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. How he is present everywhere. He says, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hrid Deshe Arjuna Tishtati. Hrid Deshaha. Desha means location. Hrid means Hridi, means heart. So particularly the Lord is saying, Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, I am present in the region of the heart. Hrid Deshe Arjuna Tishtati. I am situated there and observing what the Jiva is doing. And the last reference, in the Bhagavad Gita, again, Krishna says, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani cha Arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu veda na kaschana. Krishna is saying, I know everything that has happened in the past, everything that is happening in the present, everything that is yet to happen, but me, no one knows. Mam tu Veda na kaschana. Veda means to know. Na Veda, to know. Mam tu Veda. Mam means me. They don't understand me. They don't see me. So that's called unseen destiny. So, uh, so there is no mistakes in the Lord's judgment because He's all perfect, all merciful. Hmm? Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshti asti na priyaha. So Krishna said, I have no particular enmity towards any jiva, nor any particular affinity or liking towards a particular jiva. That means there's no partiality. Lord is impartial because all are His part and parcel. But still, if one child is disturbing the other child, both being the children of the same father, the Lord has to take some action. Just like sometimes we see at home, suppose there are 5 children, where one child is disturbing the other child, then the parent will take an action on that child which is disturbing the other child's freedom also to enjoy. Like that, when we try to cross upon another jiva, step upon another jiva in his life, Lord will intervene. When there's a perfect timing. For everything, there's a timing. Desha, Kala, Patra, and then the Lord immediately implements. That requires sharp intelligence. It is not that immediately I have to act. That is foolishness, foolish proposition. Sometimes we think, Prabhu, immediately it's not happening. There is a Desha, Kala, Patra consideration. At the right time, you should hit. You should strike. The right time. That requires sharp intelligence. And the Lord possesses the sharpest intelligence. So He knows when to uh, give the judgment, pronounce the judgment. And therefore, we see sometimes people are successful, they're failure, they're happy, they're not happy. Whatever they're due, they're getting it. So that's what is being explained here as unseen destiny. You may not see all these things happening, analysis being done, observations being done. You may not see. But the Lord is observing, the Lord's agents are observing, and He's getting first hand information, and accordingly, the judgment is given. Stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai.